Well, hello everyone, and today we're going back to another Doctor Noah's analog horror series wherein we're gonna be reacting to the Audacity, the Oddities Comprehension Volume One probably, and we have Jeppy's, we have the Locust Comprehension and something like that, and all that stuff from the remaining of Doctor Noah's analog horror. And again, I'll put the link down in the description for possibly watching the analog horrors at your risk. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh, and by the way, the last time I checked the boiled one, it has 350 views for the last 4 days. That is literally insane. Your support is phenomenal, and I love to see it even more. If we reach like third of the way there, 100 views, that would be greatly appreciated, and I'll keep continuing posting about analog horror stuff. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Video 7 The Oddity Compendium Investigation 1.
The Oddity Compendium, Dynasty 1.
Dr.
Dr.
Nowhere's
Nowhere.
Office of Wonders presents the Oddity Compendium of Beginner's Anomaly Education Program. Welcome to the Oddity Compendium. Today, we will be learning about many wonderful and strange oddities that exist inside of, outside of, and around your universe. These strange phenomena can range anywhere from life forms, products, and organizations to even events and anomalous time periods. Important. The following information has been acquired from realities that may be separate from the one you are currently residing in. Please be aware that knowledge or comprehension of incompatible information may result in a conscious reality fracture.
A conscious reality fracture is an event that may occur when an individual pursues material that originates from incompatible realities. Symptoms include migraines, excessive bouts of deja vu, instant death. What does that even mean, instant death? And more. That's literally one kill instant when it comes to thingies. That's so strange. Filbism, a land of forgotten faces, intermittent technology beyond belief. Installment number 1. What will we learn today? Your own bed may be harboring a hunger-free flesh. Sleep with a cold fan if possible. If you ever walk downstairs one morning and your family is gone, interacting with the headless corpses that remain this that should be avoided. Non-existence is a contagious disease. If you're out in the middle of nowhere and you get a rush of brain and ideas, turn back immediately. Enlightenment is a drug, and withdrawals can kill. Okay, sounds really strange, but sure. Fleshbeds, populus consider parasite.
Fleshbeds or mattress folk are a species of parasitic subhuman that highly resemble bedding mattresses. The body of a dormant fleshbed appears identical to a standard mattress. However, slicing the thin sheet-like skin reveals many soft organs, limb-like appendages, and a humanoid head which hides beneath the skin.
That's
They were
red
first
flag.
discovered in the late 1960s when a mattress company was surveying excess storage. Upon finding many seemingly pristine mattresses that had not been sold, they gave them away to thrift shops and people in need. The people who received the mattress folk initially had no issues with faux beds. It wasn't until the air began to warm up that these beds awoke from their uneventful hibernations. The first reported victim was 19-year-old Alice Fisher. She had been sleeping on a flesh bed for roughly 6 months before her sudden disappearance. After noticing the stench of sulfur and rot originating from her bed, her family called authorities and the inside of the mattress revealed a feasting.
Is that her lungs? Oh. Oh my gosh, look at the blood stain on it, and even the sulfur that it remains on it. Oh, it's smelly. Oh, it's rotten. Oh gosh,
Parasites,
that's
several
gross.
hundred human bones, and the half-digested Alice. The method in which mattress folks sustain themselves is by waiting for the body heat of a host to wake them from their dormant state. Kind of like an egg, but not nearly as tasty. After they awake, they slowly unfold themselves from their soft mattress-like bodies. This process is very gradual and happens underneath its body or on its side so as not to be detected. After roughly a month of this process and on a night 17 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, its head and arms fully emerge and pull the sleeping host into its body, where prey is slowly digested. To its body, where prey is slowly digested.
Gross.
Not much is known about how these sleeping beauties came about, but it is theorized that since they are subhuman they were once a branch of Homo sapiens that merged with a missile network many years ago. Autopsies of Fleshbeds' digestive systems have revealed the
Wow. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. Ugh.
samples from thousands of different people in each instance, some even tracing to people born during the 1600s.
Are you telling me this faux bed already existed in like almost Industrial Revolution era? Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that makes sense because it came up from a bunch of Homo sapiens which take place in the Stone Age. Mycelial network.
Autopsies of Fleshbeds' digestive systems have revealed DNA samples from thousands of different people in each instance, some even tracing to people born during the 1600s. Another odd thing to note is that the mattress folk themselves contain DNA belonging to humans as well. One instance shared DNA in a blood type with Napoleon Bonaparte, leader of the French Republic during the time that the mattress folk were assumed to have come into existence. All in all, it might be a good idea to throw out that mattress that feels just a bit too warm lately. You might be sharing it with something unwanted. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bite.
That's really disgusting. Headless macrocosm, Mondum insipidum, pseudo-occasion disease.
A headless macrocosm is a sub-reality nearly identical to Earth save for the fact instead of humans, pale headless corpses remain in their stead. These corpses,
Gross.
though technically dead, do weakly breathe through the holes in their necks. Their hearts have also been observed to begin convulsing at seemingly random intervals. These beings are identical in appearance to one another aside from physical dimensions, which can vary severely between each corpse. The headless sub-people dwelling in this pocket reality have been observed changing their behavior when humans have physically interacted with them, and apparently gain a level of awareness and vitality when such events occur. There are approximately 2,393 living humans residing in this reality, all from parallel Earth. Every single resident recounts waking up in the headless macrocosm after falling asleep under strange circumstances back in their own realities. No one back in their own parallel homes remembers their faces or identities, which leads to the belief that this place could be a form of anti-reality. A waste compartment of the universe used for aspects of reality that are useless or harmful to existential fabric. The humans that live in the headless macrocosm are assumed to be taking shelter in abandoned structures and banding together to search for plant-based food during the warmer times. Fun fact. Humans have coined multiple terms and nicknames for these headless corpses, such as stumpies, cranes, and ichabodies. Despite this sub-reality being detached from main reality, an incident took place which created a temporary tier between the two. A man residing in the headless macrocosm was walking through a field with a small house in the center. Upon reaching the house, the man unintentionally brushed up against one of the breathing bodies. This body, just before motion was aside from the labored convulsions, sprang to life and removed the head of the man. It then proceeded to attach the severed head to the stump of its own neck. The man's name was Smilehood. To the stump of its own neck. The man's name
Michael Tedford.
was Tedford. After the corpse had placed Michael's head where its own should be, an event occurred back on Earth in the year 2061 that resulted in government
2061, so it basically the headless are telling us that whenever they decapitated one of our heads, it basically knows what the future might tell us. Oh my goodness. No, just
no
not.
intervention. A family's call to the authorities described an impossibly tall naked figure appearing in their backyard. The presence of this oddity was highly distressing to the family, and they remained inside their home until the situation was resolved.
I mean, I guess that makes
The
sense.
photograph depicts this figure they spoke of. Michael Tedford's rotting head is affixed atop its frail neck.
Yeah, that's gross.
Shortly after the photo was taken, what was left of Tedford's existence was removed from the premises and taken to an upscale anomaly testing site. Apparently, this corpse was attempting to quite literally become Tedford.
Oh, that looks disgusting. Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Which off of his existence. These breathing bodies appear literally become Tedford. Which off of his existence. These breathing bodies appear to be in a constant state of yearning to reconnect with the roots of reality again, as they have been taken a hold of by a dangerous and contagious disease. This disease appears to be non-existence itself. It can affect anyone on Earth at any time, and once it takes hold, the Headless macrocosm gives you valid for residence within its endless meadows, filled with health.
I begin to notice that trees from the beginning of this video are normally intact, but on this, pretty much the tear between the two realities. That's a scary thought. I never thought the Headless macrocosm, I think I pronounced that right, will literally create a freaking another reality that's never meant to be studied by humans. That's like insane.
Filled with fellow patients. But don't worry, it's a rare diagnosis. Another fun
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Occasionally, crude man-made structures will form seemingly out of nowhere in order to correspond with the structures on parallel Earth. As mentioned earlier, the Headless macrocosm itself functions like a digestive tract of the universe, and these structures may be antibodies attempting to fight off the virus of non-existence. Now then, check your head. Screwed on tight. Great, because you might want to hang on tight to it for this next one.
It's never meant a joke, man, to be honest. Obelisks of enlightenment, illustration geometrica,
The Obelisks of enlightenment are a collective of monolithic beings that are currently residing in different remote locations across the world. Also known as the Fathers of True North, they appear in groups of 1 to 8 and stand anywhere from 10 to 150 feet tall. Each obelisk is levitated just barely above the ground.
Oh my
and
gosh,
facing
that's so
the north.
creepy.
Though most of them reside in remote fields and deserts, they have also been found floating above the ocean within the vicinity of the Bermuda Triangle and even of the Moon. They are moving just ever so slightly and progress approximately 2 inches forward a year. These obelisks are enlightened in the infinitely vast secrets
so
of the universe,
gross.
and are constantly
They even show their internal organs even. Oh, so
utilizing the excess
gross.
information as a means of waste to counteract the overwhelming intake of knowledge. Though currently enclosed and monitored by government entities, many people have wandered into these locations prior claiming to be following the sound of angelic singing. This alluring hum emanating from these obelisks induces
I
a
don't like
drastic
that.
increase in general intelligence and subjects listening. Folklore often refers to the frequency as the song of the divine contour. Each obelisk's biological elements are unraveled thousands of feet into the sky to make a metaphysical connection from Earth to the universe. It is assumed this is a form of knowledge worship, an attempt to make a mortal sacrifice for an immortal honor. Fun fact. These organs are confirmed to be those of the humans and other biological matter that were absorbed after enlightenment. Upon perceiving the words spoken by the obelisks or entering into close proximity with them, the human brain either spontaneously expands and combusts or receives an ability to comprehend the sacred information. Talk about being open-minded.
No.
Whenever a subject is able to comprehend this knowledge, they are biologically absorbed into the obelisk, becoming wholly unified with the being. It is not entirely understood how these anomalies were brought into existence, but they seem to be tears in the fabric of reality akin to black holes. We speculate that these rifts were opened by ancient giants who were dissatisfied with a lack of Earth's knowledge. Many unnaturally large humanoid skeletons have been found underground adjacent to obelisk sites, further supporting this idea. When the obelisks made their debut on Earth, they aided in the construction of the pyramids of Giza by bestowing digestible levels of sacred knowledge onto Egyptian pharaoh Khufu after he was lured into the desert by their beckoning chords. This knowledge would help Khufu rationalize a possible blueprint and method for building these grand tombs, and they were made into the shapes of pyramids as a tribute to the divine structures. All in all, these obelisks may seem malevolent, but it's important to remember that no physical pain could ever outweigh the agony of infinite knowledge.
Nope. It's even twitching.
Now, looks like our time here may be almost up. But
Oh, yeah?
before you go, it's time
Okay.
for a bonus oddity.
So it's actually four oddities. You telling me? Okay, Doctor Nowhere. Let's see what you cooking. Filbis.
This
Chairs?
is Filbis. It is not known where Filbis comes from or why he is here, but there have been a number of people who, after consuming media depicting Filbis, have felt the overwhelming compulsion to practice Filbism.
It's a cult.
Filbism is a political and somewhat religious ideology, which centers around the belief that building/consuming chairs and other wooden furniture is honoring Filbis' great sacrifice. It is not clear what this sacrifice is or what it refers to. Attributes and practices of Filbism include learning to build chairs, learning to properly digest chairs, promoting/discussing chair consumption on obscure internet forums, praising the fictional political candidate known as Filbis, who is said to advocate for making furniture consumption a socially accepted and widespread practice. There are so many wonderful things about Filbism. Consume the body of Filbis and become one with many others today. It's a great decision. Just eat your share to get started. Any mention of Filbism and elaboration on the subject will eventually result in it becoming a sponsorship or advertisement of sorts. We have no idea how to avoid this, sorry. All Filbists will deny the existence of Filbism when directly questioned about it. This video was not in any way sponsored by Filbism. This is for educational purposes only. Filbism does not even exist. You can sign up for Filbism certification here. Would you look at the clock? It's just about time for us to part ways.
Yeah.
A re-lifting process will now commence. This purely auditory procedure will ensure you do not come away from this with any ailments from beyond contract during your viewing experience. Please close your eyes and do not open them until told to do so.
I'm having goosebumps right now.
You may now open your eyes. Thank you for complying.
Thank you, Dr. Nowhere.
Dr. Nowhere's Office of Wonders. We hope that you enjoyed your stay.
Thank you. Goodbye, we love you. Thank you, Dr. Nowhere, for actually caring the viewers. Let's take a look back. So we have four oddities compendium. I'm guessing that's investigation number 1. So we have here is the Fleshbeds, or the Phobeds, for example, the parasite, wherein they appear in this giant humanoid creature with a spider limbs, indicate in the matches like their bodies, and then what they does is to actually waiting for the one temperature or summer temperature to be brought up so that they can be awoken from their hibernation, which is technically 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The human most weaknesses is sleeping, so they'll avoid the presence of this guy. And the first victim here is Alice Dejari. So Alice Dejari is kind of redacted right now, but he's the first recorded victim of these Phobeds. Apparently she had been sleeping for 6 months before her sudden disappearances. So, and then when her parents noticed about the sulfur, the sense of sulfur, the smell, and the rotten originated from her bed, they immediately called authorities. What they found is really freaking disturbing. A freaking half organs, all of the bodies have been eaten, and some left out bones that have been censored because of the viewers' experiences, which is I totally understand now. Now this is the most strange is how do they even emerge? It says on the Dr. Nowhere's, it is in the late 1960s when the mattress company was surveying excess storage. So this is where Dr. Nowhere's explaining about the existence of these parasitic beds, which means the overseeing or the excess amount of storage of mattress, which could give them for the people in need for free or even in cheaper prices, which is totally a bad idea. Now, upon investigating, Dr. Nowhere's even said Not much is known about how the sleeping beauties came about, but many few theories that suggested that their subhumans came from the Homo sapiens back like millenniums ago, 3 millenniums ago, no, 3 to 10 millenniums ago for to be exact, that the Homo sapiens came out like they existed from the universe or from the monkey itself. And then what we got here is the autopsies of Fleshbed, this head and the spinal cord, and then even the root of the mattress. Revealed the DNA samples from thousands of different people, including portable during the 1600s, which is almost the Industrial Revolution era. So this creature already came out or even introduced, and the autopsies in like what in 1980s or something like that is brought up to it recently, but this existence came out to be 1600s without even people knowing. Now for the second one is the headless one, the headless macrocosm. There are the founders or even the assistants of creating the reality itself, and I'm guessing this headless macrocosm, right? This is the same thing. Tulad ko lang eh. Hold on. I believe this is the same creature the boy in the bath took place, which most likely the boy it drowns from the bath itself because it's essentially crying, but her mother, which is our POV right now, didn't care about his cries, so that's why he began drowning. And one of these guys, the headless Maconomas, detach its head and make it on its own, and then depicting that the fault of that the responsible of the boy's death is his own mother, as you can see what he's saying right now. So this particular means that this guy, the headless one, who has the boy's head right now, making fear and and growing guilt to his mother about the consequences she must face. So that's about it. If we go back, the Oddity compendium.
Physical pain could ever outweigh the agony of infinite knowledge.
Okay, the Obelisk is the third one, which are collective monolithic beings are currently residing in different remote places around the world. They have the humanoid face and intestinal-like digestive tract that is somewhat connected to the sky. I don't know what's the logic of that, but they first appear in the groups of 8, just like Dr. Nowhere said, from 10 to 150 feet tall, basically Titan size, just buried above the ground. So, example of which, if you look at the obelisk right now, as you can see, your foot right here, your foot is literally right next, touching to the ground, but the obelisk is like what, 0.5 inches above the ground, just merely, which shows that they are levitating. And to prove the further that, we have the desert here, we have the moon there, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're floating above the ocean, the vicinity of the Bermuda Triangle, and even the Bermuda Triangle. I like, out of everything ocean location, they chose to be at Bermuda Triangle, which kind of makes sense because it's literally the ocean of cause of, contrary to the popular belief, the disappearances of many cruise ships and even pirate ships. So, and to further analyze it out, this came out to be in somewhat of an Egyptian era, or they somehow carved it on the pyramid of Giza, wherein some of the humans are developing a narrow triangle-like skull, which indicates the obelisk, which can, again, if you encounter the obelisk, it can gain you a vast amount of knowledge, and once the obelisk observing you to have increased amount of knowledge, they'll eventually eat you alive and receive those informations. As you can also see, his eye is also twitching at the end. Now for the bonus one, which is the Filbis, is well, you can see the legs of it. It's freaking chairs, and even the structure of it is kind of chair. Filbus and the cult known as Filbism, which directly means if you want to celebrate Filbism, you want to eat, firstly eat your own chair. I don't know what's the logic of that, but that's kind of strange. And then we can clearly see that the Doctor Knowers keep them closed. So basically, if you close your eyes, it basically creates Doctor Knowers sound, which cleanses the information, so that when if we go to bed and go to sleep, we don't dream about the Oddity and compendium, which is kind of good because Doctor Knowers is a really nice guy. He really took care about his viewers, and I'm very thankful for it. So that's my conspiracy right now, or the review. So let's go into the next one.
Video 8. Paper Souls.
Okay, so what we have over here is Paper Souls, Celeste, Orion. Let's see what's this about. Oh, this is all the creatures that Dr. Noah's made. And the sun guy. I think this is the Obelisk without its monolithic structure. That's so gross. Hey, the fun guys. I think it's the press. Okay, so not much going around on the Paper Souls, the Celeste Orion. So it basically shows all of Dr. Noah's creatures. Oh, look at that. We got Filbis over here. It's literally a giant humanoid, like, it's chairs or something. I don't know. That's the paper thin, like, bodies. Okay. So not much going around except for the creatures. But one thing's for certain that I know is this guy is gonna be a future, let's say one of the main characters from one of the videos that Dr. Noah's made. And then when we go over this is in the Obelisk, without the monolith structure, which is the triangle, and well, it's disgusting. So nothing much important of that except for the description. So let's say it says, "Little paper people from my brain world, thank you for all the support." Yeah. So let's go into the next one.
Video 9. Longboy Bonsai.
We got Longboy Bonsai. Why is it six-legged creature? We have two freaking long hands and it's freaking lanky. I'm guessing this guy is called Longboy Bonsai. Yeah, Longboy image 827 for TV. Wow. Why? Because I'm ugly? I'm supposed to be. I'm ugly. That's why he freaking dances so aggressively. Okay, so not much going around, but the little girl tells us a bit more info about this Longboy Bonsai. She said, "Oh, him, that's Longboy Bonsai. We think he's harmless. But as the video goes on, he's dancing more aggressively than usual. You must not like your face." Basically, the viewer's experience, which pertain to be, I'm ugly. So not much info we can discuss about. So let's go into the next one.
Video 10. Where did life go?
Where did life go? Alright, let's see it. Okay, some pictures of ordinary Dr. Noah's people. Okay, that's a Longboy Bonsai. That's a windmill person. Oh hey, how you doing? Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so cute. Very much depictable their Jeppy's normal life, eh? That's kinda sad, but also relatable since we already been there, and then since we were kids, I believe we used to be happy and do whatever we want in our lives. Basically playing with dolls, dollhouse, playhouse, pulling pranks on your brothers or sisters, and yeah. But as you grow older, you realize you miss those cherishable memories that you want to go back into, but you can't because sometimes you just accept life as it is. And I think I know why I could understand the Jeppy's perspective about this one because right now this month is Men's Mental Awareness Month. Let's be careful of what we're saying about our fellow men, especially if they're going through something that themselves couldn't even find or couldn't even find some specific person to tell what's really going on inside their head. So chat them nicely, and if you're able to help, you should, because the world isn't gonna roam around like you expected. It's full of surprises, it's full of random events that would take on place, but I want you guys to take care of yourselves even more so that something will achieve in your life that even your soul wanted to do in very first day when you were born. Make your parents proud and make yourself feel proud. That's the life as it is. That one really went well. So let's go into the next one.
Video 11, Smilehood Conception.
What am I looking at here? Flashing images. Okay then. I can see her eyes. That's Locust with the heart. Or I can see even the face on the video. That's creepy. Alright, let's put back in the normal speed. Fix the signal, damn it. Finally. What am I looking at here? Texas? Probably from Texas. Nah. Oh, look. I think he misses his wife. Oh man. Yeah, I think he is. That's so sad. And I'm guess that's them right here. Oh my gosh, the sound. I'm guessing that's the heavy wind, I'm not sure. Okay, dude, really? So it looks like the heart is growing exponentially. Remember the TO3 concept where we can find the heart is literally the size of the human heart, and I can tell it's growing right now. And this is locust apparently, taking observing and taking care of this heart. Not sure where who. Smilehood. That's from TOE2 concept from the website, the play palace. I'm gonna say, wherein Dominic 999 is acting strange, and then let's say Caesar. Yes, I think Caesar, but I'm not sure. It's the blue one. He noticed that the Dominic 999 strange behavior of why is he chatting like that, and then when the requested phone call, we ended up loking locus or the thumper. This really brings back, honestly, this ties it together, to be honest. And there's even a rainbow on there. That's really cute. And that's a tree trunk in the middle of the desert in the middle of nowhere. I'm not sure how it resembles that, to be honest. Oh my god. Oh, that poor onion got devoured. I don't know what it's referring to. Oh my gosh, flashing images. It's making me crazy. That's the heart of the creature. Who is that? Oh hey. What are you doing? Oh, it's taking care of the heart too. You can really clearly see that. And then they looks at us. Broken vase with a rose. I'm pretty sure that's pro. Oh, this is the same man. That's literally the same man. He misses his wife so much. No, I just discovered something. Something clicks on me. I gotta go. I gotta go tell at the end of this video. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, that's locust. That's the insect. Oh. Oh, that's the grandpa.
What else is there to say about Arlo Bloom?
Okay, so what I discovered right now, what did I think? I'm guessing the locust here is the wife. Is the wife of this guy. Wait. This guy. He misses him. He misses the wife, and then when he goes to the footage, we can clearly see she taking care of this heart. I'm pretty sure this is the somewhat of a boiled one shaped heart is, but it looks like this locust or the thumper is really the wife of the husband right now. And I'm guessing this thumper or the locust is pretty much the same mother who is feeling guilty of negating his son while she noticed that his son is connected to the headless one, which you can clearly see at the previous videos about his head, which means to further analysis of my point, this locus from the TOE1, TOE2, and TOE3 concept is the mother of the child that's literally on the headless face, and she's feeling guilt, and whenever she's hungry She's trying to locate the screen, which I'm pretending on my laptop, for example, or the TV, and she will want to devour every single thing except the heart itself, portraying that the heart, the human heart, she thinks of her husband, which, as you can probably tell, wandering in the desert in the middle of nowhere, and he's thinking about his wife. That's probably the biggest jump that I currently have right now. I know it's crazy, but if you're thinking otherwise, leave the comment down below, because I wanna have a clear signs or clear connection of Dr. Nowhere's analog horror between and each of the tapes or even the videos he makes. Between the characters, the main ones, the sided ones. Yeah. This one's hard. This one's probably the saddest part of the scene from Dr. Nowhere. So let's go into the next one.
Video 12. Desiderio.
Now, you look creepy. No. Oh, that looks like a house like a Peppa Pig. That's kind of strange, won't it? Oh my god, this poor guy got a freaking opened belly. Okay, he's looking at the chimney, the fireplace. He's breathing heavily though. I'm guessing this guy has an asthma. He's breathing through his mouth, which technically means he has no nose. Oh, he overseeing things. I think. Is that a droplet of blood from the fireplace? Oh gosh, that's terrifying. The creepy music. Ew. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, look at its arm. It's freaking. Oh. Oh. Oh, that is so disgusting. I'm guessing the meds. Wait. Hold on a minute. Okay. Pop. Okay, so we can clearly see the pills from the Desiderio video. It says insama non una pillola. This is from Italian that says it is a seed, not a pill. So basically, this is a seed of Desiderio to multiply further. That is a scary thought. So basically, that pill resembles the seed. I'm guessing his soul. I don't know. Don't take it. Don't take it. Okay. How does that make you feel? What now? What you looking at? Me? Why? I forgot. Oops. Oh, look at the fireplace, huh? Oh. Oh, he's hiding. He's breathing heavily. Poor uncle, man. Lungs. No wonder it's dripping blood. And no wonder this, I'm gonna call him uncle, uh, struggles to breathe. Which means this parasite called Desiderio already snatches his nose and the lungs, so his breathing, uncle's breathing process is terrible and difficult. That is a scary thought. Bro looks traumatized. Oh no. He has to investigate the chimney. It has to be. Oh, poor uncle, man. He didn't need to suffer like this. Okay. That's strange. The parasite. Okay, gotta put the caption on. Oh, the uncle's name is Fran.
They'll never find out what's wrong with you. And even if they do, they're just gonna make you sicker. The doctor just wants to lie to you. They're gonna keep on being full of things that fix one problem.
Yeah, the seeds. This Desiderio parasite is freaking manipulative. Nobody but my uncle.
I'll just try and shove more medicine down your gullet.
Oh, the headless ones.
It's storm coming for that. There'll be all alone inside your house when it gets here. Every drop on your roof will remind you that there's no one
That's his hole.
left. I have a feeling I'm gonna be alone with me.
Oh no. Freaking Desiderio is pure evil, man.
You remember a deal, don't you?
Oh. Poor uncle. Poor uncle. He's always attached. He wants to be free. Aww. Oh no. He even left the kidney at this point. Oh my gosh, the sound is freaking disturbed. Desiderio by Silas Orion. I'm pretty sure that this is the name after Dr. Nowhere. Brought to you by, yep. Thank you. So I'm giving a short context about this short video. So this guy, this parasite thing called Desiderio, and he haunts Uncle in this Peppa Pig's looking house. and we can clearly see the body itself is cut off. The upper body itself. That poor uncle. He struggled, and then as he, hold on. We can clearly see he sees the fireplace, and then sees the drop of blood, which comes to the verdict. It, the belly of it, the uncle's belly opened up and made appearance of Desiderio. So Desiderio, this parasite, this uncle is already dead, but Desiderio makes him suffer even more by attaching the body that was already cut off. And as you can clearly see, it's deeply connected to its whole body, entire system. And when it comes to grab on this, the kill friend adds a thromycin, albendazola, ivermectin, and nitazosan ciprofloxacin. What the heck is this supplement? So he grabbed albendazole, which come to my conclusion. Hold on, let me search on that. We can see the medical term for albendazole, broad spectrum unlimited or anti-war medication, which could make sense, but yep, infection caused by worms, which this in perspective is Desiderio, which is the parasite itself. And from Uncle's illusion, Desiderio appeared. And then he basically said his life has already been over. And then when he clearly see his illusion, he got struck in the tree in the process by the storm. And then he comes to reach the verdict. He wants to break free from his suffering. So he released the Desiderio, the parasite itself, and he's already dead. So basically his corpse, along with the white kidney, broke free, and his soul went into the hole, I'm guessing to the deepest pits of heck. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go into the next one.
Video 13. New Year.
New Year. That's a creepy gnome. Happy New Year. I'm guessing that's Happy New Year in advance. So not really much going on, like I said. So let's go into the last one.
Video 14. Parchment People.
Parchment People. So this Orion. I'm guessing that's him on his world, portraying Dr. Noah's creatures, which he even made, which is are creepy and astonishing to look like. I'm guessing this is from his imaginary perspective. Not really much going around, but it's creating some knowledge of what he's been thinking about at foremost. Yeah, it's really anything out of this world that is beyond normal. Wow. Okay, that's pretty much it. And you can clearly see on the detail on the hold on, a handful of drawings and ideas. Thank you for 1 million parchment people. It's gonna be sum up to Dr. Noah's analog horror. Giving it as the 9 out of 10. So I'm pretty sure the fan favorite one is the boiled one phenomenon, which is the Fen 2 to 8's existence, which is, and then the locust, which is right here. So basically what I've learned from that is the creatures of Dr. Nowheres are basically like mental illness or something like that, wherein we clearly see from Fento to 8's perspective is the pseudo coma, which practically means you're paralyzed and everything besides your eyes when it's blinking. So the Fento to 8 is trying to brings the on the world. Let's try to guess it's hell back into the sky, and we can clearly see it's literally bleeding, like the two former realities itself, like it's literally breaking the boundaries between the two. And in addition, these we have the oddities entities from INSD1 video. We have the Filbism that apparently existed way back, the Homo sapiens, like 5 millenniums ago or something like that. It's pretty scary thought. The first one they ever recorded was from Alice Rice. Is her organs literally got almost digested, and few of the bones are left underneath. And we have the Headless over here, which on the turn trying to take on their heads and possibly predicting the future. And then the Obelisk is like a person with its exposed internal organs that quite enveloping the triangles like structures. The effects of your mind will increase the insane amount of knowledge about dome, and then when you create enough of them, your mind's actually sometimes can explode or get absorbed by obelisk. And then the fourth one, which is the Filbis, which is they have the called Filbism. What this does, if you want to start Filbism, you want to start eating chairs to honor Filbis, but they don't exist. Don't do such a thing. And to sum it up with that, he pretty much explained how his Silas Orions are like creatures through the paper or the seats of parliament, or his perspective view, to sum it up to the whole thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, I'll put the link down in the description for the Dr. Nowhere's YouTube channel. His series is underrated, and you should go try and watch it. So this is it for the Dr. Nowhere's analog horror. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you do consider hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Let's get to 100 views, and we're gonna continue uploading the analog horror and keep up the series going. So that's all for today. God bless you all. Peace.